Welcome to Drawbli. In this video, we are drawing based on the prompt.
Boom!
Boom. You can join us by sharing your work using the hashtag Drawbli and click the subscribe button for more drawing inspiration. Abby, what are you drawing for the prompt? Boom.
I am drawing Vinny Santonio from the movie Atlantis.
Nice.
He likes to make things go boom, so he is obviously what I thought of I actually had to do some thinking and soul searching.
Soul searching.
Quickly thought of once I saw the prompt, boom. What are you drawing, Ben?
A Bob-Omb.
Yes.
From the Mario series.
From the Mario series. I think that secretly, if you could come up with a link for every single prompt ever
to be a Nintendo?
You would.
Yeah.
Absolutely you would.
Yeah, of course.
You love Nintendo.
I do. I
mean, not that people don't love Nintendo in general. You know, Nintendo is awesome.
But
you love Nintendo.
Yeah.
You love and you don't just love the really pretty characters like Peach or Samus. You're no. You love Mario. You're a ride or die for Mario and Luigi.
Ride or die for Mario? What does that even mean? I would kill for Mario.
Basically, you might. You have sculpted and drawn Mario more times than I know, and I think he is.
I like Mario. Okay.
You really do.
He's neat. I just think he's neat. Okay.
Okay. What is that? That sounds like a quote from one of your other favorite series.
I don't know. There's this
Jimmy
meme.
Neutron.
There's this meme going around of everybody saying I just think it's neat, and I think it's because of the stonk explosion or something. Where they're like, oh, the people are colluding on the stocks, and they're just like, no, we just think it's neat. Or what was it? It was GameStop?
Yeah, GameStop stonks.
Yeah, so they're just like, no, we just think it's neat. And I just think Mario's neat, okay? There's nothing else going on.
There's nothing going on? All right. I mean, he's a pretty nice plumber.
I don't know what you're trying to say. But how's Vinny coming? Oh,
we're just getting some.
What brush you using over there?
Just the brush pen under calligraphy. I like it pretty well. I've experimented with a lot of brushes, and this is the one that's kind of caught my eye. I'm gonna decrease my size a little bit. Ooh, that's not looking so super hot.
I'm just using that.
Such is life.
Well, I really like the default peppermint pencil, and I'm a big fan of just getting in there and attempting to sketch initially. Attempting being the key word. But I really don't like how when you tilt your pencil, the Apple Pencil, it does the shading effect. So I turned that off. It took me forever to figure out how to do that, but I finally did. So I turned it off immediately. Not a fan of that. No. But I am a big fan of the Nintendo series, as you mentioned. I love all things Nintendo. I'm super excited for Metroid. Oh God, now I forget the name. I think it's called Metroid Dread. It's the new Metroid game.
Ooh.
I'm a big fan of the 2D Metroid games.
Yeah.
Especially on the GBA, Game Boy Advance. Metroid Prime, Metroid Zero Mission. One of those was kind of a complete remake of Super Metroid. I don't remember which one. I think Zero Mission off the top of my head. Either way, I was never... And I'll get a lot of crap for this. I was never a big fan of the 3D Metroid games. The 3D Metroid games. I was always more into the 2D, side scrollers.
See, I only ever played one Metroid game on the original Wii console, and it was not a 2D one. It was Metroid.
It was Metroid Prime.
Prime? Okay.
Yes. So I don't like those games. And I know a lot of people were at the age where...
That's where they first got into it.
Right, and I'm all for that. I am all for the, nostalgia and you grow up with what you have and you like that. I tried to get into them. I just really didn't enjoy playing them.
But you were somebody who
I grew up with
the 2D scrollers.
Right, I grew up with that.
Yeah,
and I love them. I have so many memories of going to. Grocery store, Walmart specifically, in the video game section. I don't know if you remember these, but they had the video game consoles like docked there.
Yeah.
And you had to crane your neck and like look up at the screen.
Oh my gosh. Well, for me, that was Meijer because we were a Meijer family, not a Walmart family, because we didn't live way out in the middle, far away.
There was no other option for us.
Yeah, you guys grew up kind of somewhere a little more remote. So yeah, that's often the case in remote settings is that you just have, like a Walmart or something that's your closest shopping district. But we had Meijer, but they had something very similar where you could go and just gaze adoringly at things that were far outside of your ability to acquire at that moment in time.
But they did have a GBA there, and I remember seeing Metroid. I think I had already played Metroid Prime, and Zero Mission was like, because this was before the internet was like really a thing. Mm-hmm. The internet existed. I won't, say that, but it was dial-up, and there weren't like, there weren't forums and reviews and like video game sites, not like there are today. And
your parents may still have been a little bit more. They wouldn't have known what to say, don't go do, but they were maybe a little bit more like watching what you did, perhaps on the internet. Or not.
I mean, there wasn't much.
There wasn't much to do.
On the internet.
There wasn't really that many ways to get into trouble.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure there were, but I really enjoyed those trips to like Walmart and like sitting up there playing with the games, and that was always fun.
That does sound fun.
Oh my God, that looks amazing.
Oh, thank you. Let me see how your rough sketch is coming along.
Don't worry.
It's very exact. I do like that.
It's not exact.
I mean, but it's close to exact, and I
very
enjoy that.
kind.
I'm nothing if not kind.
Abby is nothing if not kind.
Oops.
I am going to now add color and try to catch up to you. You're too fast for me.
I'm a big drag and drop in the color field. I love to drag and drop.
Drop?
Drop it like it's a color. Drop it like
What was the word you said the other day? What was it? When you drag and drop, you had
yoink.
Yoink?
Yeah.
It's yoink? Okay. I like that. I think I'm gonna
yoink.
start integrating that into to my standard vocab.
You do that, and I think you'll have a good time with it.
When you were a kid, do you remember like the vocabulary lists? Like in school?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I know you went to the homeschool.
We had a book called like Word Power, and
Word
it had
Power.
words such as Calyptian. It taught you. I'm probably mispronouncing that, but Calyptian.
That's a word?
It is a word.
Tell me what it means.
Well, you know the word calligraphy, which is like obviously beautiful writing. Mm-hmm. I don't know why this book taught us this word, but they were like, "Oh, Calyptian."
You're totally gonna use this later in life.
Beautiful butt.
Nuh-uh, yeah. Shut up. What?
Yeah.
Oh my God. What?
Yeah, because it's an ancient, like, I guess, Greek way to describe somebody with a nice butt.
That's hysterical.
Calyptian.
Oh my God.
Yeah. And it was in our word power book. And I remember learning that and feeling
you were like, words are amazing.
Words are powerful.
Oh my God. Words. So wait, what was this book? Words are power?
It was just called Word Power 10,000 or something. I don't know.
It's over 9,000.
I think it might have had the word 10,000 in the name or something.
Probably because that's how many words it had in it.
Oh, you know what? I think that might have had something to do with it. Yeah.
Makes sense, right?
Mm-hmm. You're big on making the senses. There was a time in our lives where like learning new words was just like a fun thing that you had to do anyway, so it might as well be fun, right? No. Am I the only one? Okay.
Your drawing is looking fantastic.
Well, thank you.
And I am jealous of how fast you are. I need to get faster. And hey, that's part of why we're doing this.
I am loving these little like word prompts in terms of just getting something quickly on the page. I can't tell you how often I have struggled to make something, where you're just kind of like, I'm the everyman when it comes to drawing. I am you who wants to sit down and draw. You like to draw, but you just don't know what to draw. And when you get started, it just kind of meanders around. Doesn't ever become anything.
The royal they says that, sometimes the most creativity comes from limiting yourself.
Oh, wow.
And I do believe that is, very true. Limitation, stems creativity.
I absolutely, based on my experience with this so far, I don't doubt that. Like, this limitation in terms of, like, hey, whatever you do has to be based on a word. Whatever you do, you have to get something down on your draw sheet here, your canvas. It is causing me to really move a lot more quickly, and I am loving the process.
And sometimes, like, you get so caught up in your own head about, like, ooh, I have to draw, not the most perfect thing in the world, but you do kind of, like, get in that headspace of, like, oh, is it going to be good enough? Is it going to be,
like, am I going to be embarrassed when I'm finished? And here I'm just like,
it's literally just about, like, hey, like, I like the analogy of, like, brushing your teeth almost. I've heard that one many times where it's just like, you just got to do the thing each day.
Do the thing each day. I like that, just don't overthink it. Just get it, do it.
Get it and do
it. Do it, make it happen.
I like it. I am a big fan, at least right now. I know we're both very early in our drawing abilities, our drawing careers, so to speak. Mm-hmm. But I really enjoy using hard brushes and then blurring them and, like, kind of controlling the blur in some form or fashion.
Yeah.
Kind of like that. Like, ooh, check that out.
Yeah. Ooh.
Isn't that fun?
That is very, very fun. I also enjoy that. That is really cool. Well, I enjoy seeing you do it. I haven't actually
think about it,
implemented that myself, but I like that. Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Give it a try sometime.
I might just have to do that. Might just have to. So tell me more about, like, your relationship with Bob-Omb. How far back do you and Bob-Omb go?
Oh, we've been friends for quite a while.
Oh, I see. What's your favorite thing about Bob-Omb?
Well, he's a bomb. And his name is Bob. So Super Mario 64 is probably the first time I remember Bob-Omb because of there's like an entire world. So in Super Mario 64, have you played that before?
Probably a little bit on and off.
So there's paintings. That's like there's the main world, and that's Peach's castle.
Yeah.
And then there are paintings that you dive into.
I have played this. I played it on the Nintendo DS.
Oh, you played the remake, yes, which is very good. It's a very good remake. It's pretty much the same game, but they added to it. Mm-hmm. But anyway, there's this one world. What's it called? Bob-Omb Plains, something. I don't remember. Mm-hmm. But it's very good. It's got all these Bob-Ombs everywhere, and on top of this mountain, there's like the King Bob-Omb, and it's very fun. And I will talk about it more in the future because I'm going to do more Mario things. I can almost guarantee it.
I can absolutely guarantee that. You will 100% do more Mario things. Because Mario is your jam.
My PB and jam.
Yes. Now, I have always really liked this character, Vinny Santonio. Mm-hmm. I like the way he talks. I like what he does in the movie, how he likes to blow things up. And I also like, in this movie, how a bunch of the characters that you fall in love with turn out real, like, near the end. You're like, oh, these are all bad guys.
Wait, I don't remember. Who ends up being... Vinny's not a bad guy, is he?
Well,
Does
briefly,
he turn out to be...
all of the main guy's friends. Oh, shoot, what's his name? I forget.
The main guy?
Yeah.
It's been so long since I've seen it.
It's on the tip of my tongue, but they all turn out to be bad guys initially. And they're pretty bad. Like, he makes friends with them along the way, but then, you know they're not really bad, and he does win them over to his cause.
Well, that's a Disney movie, yeah. That's how Disney movies work.
That's how Disney movies do. So, he's bad briefly, and then he becomes much better, and he uses his powers of boom for goodness.
He uses his powers of boom for goodness. I love that.
Yes. It is fantastic.
I embody using my powers of boom for goodness.
I could believe that.
I don't know exactly what that means, but I'm going to try to use my powers of boom for good more.
It's like the Parks and Rec episode where the guy kabooms things. He's like a community organizer, basically, who goes from town to town kabooming things, where he gets the community together to kaboom a playground, like to make a playground really quickly. They all work together and there's a playground.
Oh, I vaguely remember
And then what's funny is they reveal the joke is that he's a big prank artist, and his prank, he regards the whole thing to be a glorious prank.
Oh, what?
Where he goes and he tricks people into kabooming. But the joke is that it's still like a really
good
good
thing.
thing. He's like, now I'm gonna go like prank people in Africa and prank them into making a water supply or something like that.
Oh,
Yeah, just stuff like that.
Nice prank, bro.
Right, exactly.
Abby, how many characters do you think you have drawn in your entire life?
Wow, probably about 3.
3?
No, I'm kidding.
I really feel like I have not drawn many characters.
You have not drawn a lot. But how many characters do you think you've sculpted, though?
I have no idea.
Yeah, you've probably sculpted a lot of characters.
Off the top of my head, hundreds. I honestly couldn't tell you.
I know, I couldn't tell you how many characters I've attempted, and I think the key word there is attempted to draw.
That is a great point, and I think we need to limit everyone's expectations of our capabilities very early
like,
on.
let's just make it clear here. We're not going to give you a show of how to create fantastic art that looks just like the real deal. This is about just seeing how much we can improve in a short time.
Getting in, doing the
with a good
work,
prompt.
doing the
yeah,
practice.
just doing the work, doing the practice, and we want to encourage you all to join us in that. I have been so surprised.
Play with us.
Play with them. I have been so surprised at like just what I've attempted. Stuff like I probably in my regular draw to draw life get it. That's a play on day to day.
Yeah.
For you at home, that's a play on day to day.
For those that don't draw, that don't get
Oh God.
our drawing humor.
Yeah. Like, I wouldn't probably have sat down and decided to draw Vinny Santonio here.
No,
But
I
now-
would never have thought to sit down and draw a Bob-Omb. I mean, maybe, but probably not.
Right, but with having a prompt, a reason, it
helps.
it becomes something that's just really helping me learn in some form or fashion. Now, can I actually pick out something that I'm learning today that I'm like, oh, I learned to do this today? No,
That's
I
not how
can't.
it works, though.
Yeah, that's exactly.
I've done this, art, not specifically drawing and or painting very much, but I've done art long enough to know that it is about just doing the daily thing, as much as you can. You are not going to see the growth necessarily every single day. Like maybe really early on you might, but that's just not how it works. It's so much slower than that. And that's why doing little fun things like this, like daily little practices, is a fantastic way to just grow and get better. And eventually see that growth. I mean, we're going to look back on a month and be like, wow, we're so much better now. Like, this is amazing. We're doing it. We're doing the thing. Oh my gosh.
It. Yeah, I absolutely agree. I think it'll be really cool to see how much better. I'm trying something new over here, and I'm not sure it's going the way I
How
want
much?
it to.
Oh no.
Ooh.
We failed. It's already happened. It's over.
Let's see what I can do to save this situation. But yeah, I feel like we're gonna look back and be like, oh, we're getting a lot done here. And no, we won't be like making professional level items yet at that point. But will we be a lot better? Probably.
Maybe. We'll see. We'll think about it.
We'll consider it. We'll put it on the to-do list. Get much better at drawing.
All right. Well, now I need to start adding on some finishing touches.
Yeah, what are you
I
doing
need
to
to
finish up?
Well, I just finished up the last kind of, let's call it shading-ish bit for what I'm working on, which was the key for the back. What are the wind-up key? Are they considered keys? I might call that a key.
Yeah, I'd call that a wind-up key.
Sure. I just finished adding a little amount of shading to that. So now I'm just going to go over top of everything and do like a cleanup pass, because I still have these rough lines. I'm still trying to figure out, my workflow for this whole shebang. And my workflow is pretty messy.
Same.
I'm a messy.
It's been quick, but definitely not the cleanest work I've ever done. Oh goodness, I forgot an entire ear.
I'm trying to smoosh my layers, give them a good smoosh. And I'm bad. I'm bad at smooshing all my layers. I had so many layers this time. Honestly, I feel like I do better when I just go crazy without layers.
Yeah, sometimes that is the way to go.
Like, just kind of, it's nice to have all those layers and all that control. but it gets convoluted. Like, you get mired in the, like, taking time to make sure everything's exactly where and how you want it.
Exactly.
Like, I don't know.
You get caught up in little, like, details and really challenging myself to work mostly on one layer, frequently smooshing layers together.
Smoosh 'em. Get
Smooshing 'em.
smoosh.
So get smooshing. If you're not already, do get smooshing.
My number one advice for new artists, aka myself, is get smooshing.
Get smooshing, everybody.
So what are you adding there?
I'm actually just messing with the proportions on his face a little bit
I like.
in these last final steps.
Okay.
And then going back in and like filling in the holes that I've created through that process.
Very nice.
Seeing if I like it. Yeah, I don't hate it.
Not hating it is the first step to liking it, Abby.
I like that. That's like that Adventure Time quote. Sucking at something is the first step to being
Kind of good at something.
Yeah,
Yes.
exactly.
And we are sucking at something, and guess what? One day we're going to be kind of good at something.
That's the idea.
If that's drawing, awesome. If not, if it's something else, more likely.
Far more likely that, yeah, we'll get better at something else entirely.
Something we're not even doing.
Well, hey, let me see what you got here. I want to see what your final touch was to Bob-Omb.
I am cleaning up just a few more lines, and then I think I'll be finished on my guy over here.
Yeah?
Because honestly, I'm not trying to go super deep in the polish.
We don't have time for that.
Well, I could have the time for it, but it's not about that. It's about, sometimes doing the rough stuff. And that's kind of where I think both of us want to focus a little more. Kind of doing the rough work to an extent. Improving on that.
In the professional world, I'm sure so much of what you do is valued based on how quickly you can do it.
Oh, especially for like concepting, 100%. That didn't sound good.
Well, I went to change my background color and I realized the whites of his eyes were just the
background?
background.
Oh,
and I'm
yes.
like, ugh.
Yeah.
So his background could be white.
And then
that's
his eyes
fine.
become like black. and
Literally.
broad.
There's so much wrong with his proportions anyway. It's
Oh
okay.
no, he looks amazing.
Aw, thank
Let me
you.
take a look at your boy, your sweet
All right.
child.
Come take a look at my Vinny.
He
my
looks
sweet
amazing.
Vinny.
He actually looks incredible. I can't
thank
believe you
you.
did that in our amount of time here.
Ooh!
Oh, you did it again.
I gotta merge those layers.
You gotta merge your layer. Hold on, I'm checking. Okay, I did merge my layers. I had to make, before the pot called the kettle black.
Right.
He looks amazing. Have you even flipped your canvas while working on it?
Once towards the very beginning.
He's got like he's got a little bit of wonkiness going
A
on.
lot of it. You can.
No, I will not even say a lot of it. I think he's just got a little bit of wonkiness, but I think he looks incredible.
Well,
Ooh,
thank
I'm
you.
gonna copy you and go full screen.
Oh, look at your Bob-Omb. Wow, he is rendered quite well. I think he looks very charming. Look at his little feet. I think my favorite thing about him is his feet and how well you've represented their three-dimensionality
Wow, thank
in your
you.
2D field.
I definitely chose a much easier subject than you, but I really like the kind of flat aesthetic, flat shading that you got going on. That's really cool. I think that these both turned out really fun for Boom. Well, thanks for watching, everybody. You can join us by sharing your work for the prompt Boom using the hashtag Drawbli. And click the subscribe button for more drawing inspiration. And now we say goodbye.
Goodbye.
Goodbye, everybody. We'll see you in the next one.